This is a brief upload about white male discrimination in advertising. And although some examples of this are more apparent than others, they all have an effect on your subconscious. Is it by design that the less detectable ones abound in society? This leaflet illustrates the underhanded way in which white male discrimination occurs. Note the cover. We see a diverse group of race and gender, but can only discern women and men of color. Where, then, in the true spirit of diversity, is the white man represented? To find him, we simply must open the leaflet, and there he is. Now, let's compare the image on the cover to the one on the inside. On the cover, they're facing right, whereas, on the inside, he's facing left. They're immersed in natural light, and their faces are radiant, whereas, he's positioned in a shadow, and his face is gloomy. They're smiling and appear to be content, whereas, his expression is ambiguous. They're quite neat in appearance due to their well-kept hair, skin, teeth, and clothes, whereas, he's slightly grimy, and his hair and clothes are disheveled. They appear to be in a classroom and learning, whereas, he appears to be at a job site and possibly breaking from manual labor. They appear to be in harmony with one another and the possible person or persons beyond the frame of the image, whereas, he appears to be alone, and his distant gaze nearly confirms this. What's most glaring to me is that the white man is alone, facing the opposite direction, and of a different socioeconomic class. What's this advertisement trying to say? If this weren't one of many such ads, and women and men of color were routinely ostracized in advertising as well, then I could accept the randomness of white male discrimination. Unfortunately, discrimination in advertising is almost exclusively aimed at white men. Why is this permissible in a society that's bent on achieving equality? If you chalk this up to coincidence, then I implore you to consider the following. Major corporations pour millions of dollars into advertising. They employ the highest standards in the production of their ads because quality advertising increases sales. An ad must convince a consumer not only of a product's integrity, but of a corporation's as well. Bearing this in mind, it's safe to say that advertising is thoughtfully designed. Major corporations choose to ostracize white men in their ads. Likewise, the magnitude of white male discrimination in advertising amongst a multitude of major corporations is by no means a coincidence, and this widespread dissemination can only be owed to a concerted effort. But why? The late Daniel Patrick Moynihan commonly asserted, "Everyone is entitled to his own opinion, but not to his own facts." Here's my opinion of the unfortunate fact of white male discrimination in advertising. Popular culture has the ability to influence the collective attitude of society, and as such has become a powerful instrument for advocating change. The collective attitude of society determines norms, and norms either encourage or discourage change. When change is drastic and pushed forthright, it's usually rejected. Therefore, making drastic change requires time and some degree of cunning. New norms must be gradually introduced until change once considered unthinkable is actually encouraged. My opinion of white male discrimination in advertising is that it's only one, in a series of new norms whose purpose is to gradually bring about something even more sinister. Once the collective attitude of society deems white male discrimination in advertising acceptable, what'll the next norms entail for white men?
Which month is White History Month? No,
Well-
no, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.